So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 2nd and 10, Murray, he's got Njoku over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Now Murray again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A huge play there for Arizona.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Let's go. 54 is Mike.
Here's Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Looking deep for Elliott. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well.
A leap in. He's got it. He got it. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Draw play. This is Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Hines. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Cardinals 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run. That's solid, baby. That's baby solid. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front. And that creates the gap there. And he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Play fake. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's to the 10 and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Murray on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He's going to look deep down the field, and this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 1. Big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. On third down, Hines breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, To me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Time to go, night.
Throwing now is Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons on 1 play have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line. And further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and it will tie our game here in the 3rd. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play.
Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That pick his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Weber. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Weber. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Hines. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Always got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 75 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hines will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nyheim Hines. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll run on 1st down. Hewitt, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Hewitt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Oh, some strong running. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey.
Right now, boys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Murray has the first down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hewitt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on 4th and long, they give us that same look you just gave me. And they always say, I don't have that call on my play sheet, Haas. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they got it.
And in overtime, wow. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Weber. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the